What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Roxanne, and we are back again. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Anyway, we gotta change our name soon. I know I've been talking about it. I haven't really been like fully 100% what I would want to do. To be honest with y'all, I came to y'all to talk to y'all today because I'm tired of y'all shit. I'm tired of my shit. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Because one thing that's been like, and this has been, I know y'all probably like, here she go again. Yeah, I know, I don't care. Anyway, one thing about it, two things for sure. I want y'all to stop acting like people cannot go through stuff. People cannot meet people who have bad intentions for them and they just blatantly don't know, or like some people can disguise themselves so good and make you think like that's not their intention, that's not who they are. Now I know recently I haven't come to y'all about like just the things that I've been like encountering, but I'm not just talking about just outside people. I'm talking about the fact that y'all be like, when y'all hear, for example, I'm gonna use Krishan as an example. I know people use her as an example as a lot, but what y'all don't realize is God orchestrated that perfectly in his like image, because she's supposed to be a reflection of the mass media of women. It's not like people be like, oh, that's what they're trying to promote. God is not going to allow certain things to happen, and I don't want to just shove religion down y'all throat, but he's not going to allow certain things to happen like that for no reason. Like, I know y'all probably like, oh, well, she gets back this, that, and the third. Like, okay, you've never been in an abusive relationship, have you? You've never been in a relationship where somebody's telling you something, making you think one thing, and then coming back and literally saying another thing, have you? So for you not to be in that situation, it is really ignorant of you to judge somebody, because like some people be like self-love. I've seen it happen to the best of the best people. I'm talking about the highest IQs, all of that. It's even worked on people who have these tendencies. So literally anybody can get into these type of situations. Like, people kill me. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I be seeing y'all comments, like even in her lives, even in like just like you can just feel the energy. Like a lot of people, the TikTok comments, the Instagram comments, like, how do you get yourself in a situation where what people don't realize is when you come from a background or a household that literally programmed you for narcissism and narcissistic abuse, when you get into your relationships with your friends, your partners, you're going to keep attracting those people. And the thing of what y'all don't realize is people like that, they know who they are and they know how to pick y'all out, because they know who you can tell. Like some people, I know myself, I used to overshare. So telling people, oh yeah, you come from this, and see, I could do that now because I know how to spot people. You can't get shit over on me. Not no more. You just can't, because it's like, I don't know if y'all heard that TikTok sound recently, like where like they was basically like, when you in your healing journey and the first minute somebody try to play with you, you want to burn them alive. Like seriously, because imagine a person literally going through your whole healing process with you, listening to you. That's why a lot of people tell y'all, not just me, but a lot of people, including myself, tell y'all, stop putting y'all faith in people and trusting them and telling y'all shitty ass stories and thinking that they're not going to do the same thing, because you're basically giving somebody the blueprint on how to hurt you. And yeah, that's why I said recently I'm tired of like not standing up for myself, not saying what I really want to say, because that's giving the people that want to take my power the power that they need. When you don't speak up for yourself, you're giving people power. And I'm not sure if you guys know or if you guys watch the TikTok couple, Sean, Shanice, and Olivia. I'm pretty sure you guys seen like they're, it's just the fact that like a lot of people judged the relationship and was like, Olivia's this, Olivia's that, like. And then when you see like the background, I do believe Shanice. I believe that she went through the things that she said that she went through, because you can tell by looking at Sean. Like you can just tell. Like, and that's not me judging, because we all have our personal things that we deal with and that we go through, right? just reflecting and looking back, like I'm realizing that the warning signs about my personal relationship was there. My family overlooked it, my friends overlooked it. It was just like a lot of people kind of was like, it was like they would like be going through the same thing behind closed doors, but then be in my face like, oh, this person is using you, this person is manipulating you. And it's like, but y'all going through the same thing and y'all laughing at me. That's funny. Cause it's like, that's why I tell y'all, like, y'all gotta like try to be more empathetic with people. Because one thing about God, he moves funny like that. Like, he will literally give you the situation that you was laughing at. And don't get me wrong, I never laughed at nobody's situation dealing with this domestic violence. However, I had a mom who dealt with that. And I said to myself, I would never be her. And one thing about it, two things for sure, God will humble you every time. He will humble you. Don't ever tell yourself, oh, I could never do that. I could never deal with that. I used to be as a young girl, like watching it, wondering like why. It's because a lot of women are not taught. Like, we're taught to walk around and know what a woman is, but we're not taught to really know what self-love is. And I feel like a lot of men nowadays are banking on that. And I'm not just talking about men, women too. People be banking on you guys not to have that self-love. That way they can come in. Not everybody looking for love. Some people looking for help. Some people are doing home invasions and you really thinking that's your person. I'm realizing this year that God sent me to kind of be the bearer of like good and bad news, but he's also using me like, and I don't mind being used, because one thing about it, two things for sure, I told myself that if I want to be a leader, I know God is going to use me, and he's going to put me in positions where it's like, damn, like I'm going to be embarrassed, I'm going to be ridiculed. They talked about him, I'm no better. I'm no better. I'm okay with going through that process because, like I said before, people love you today and literally hate you tomorrow for the same reasons that they love you. Why would I care? I feel like a lot of people treat domestic violence, emotional abuse, because it's so blind, because you can't see it, because you can't feel it. Y'all treat it like it is what it is. Like, I know some of y'all don't want to hear this. I know a lot of y'all feel triggered by my videos because I talk about things that most people don't want to talk about. Because I just can't sit there and see myself having fun and not dealing with my trauma. I can't. Like, I can't keep doing it. It drains me. I can't keep picking up a bottle and not dealing with my trauma. I can't keep picking up a blunt and not dealing with that shit. Because by the end of the night, I'm still going to be feeling that shit. The only thing that changes, I know I can go to my blunt. I know I can go to my bottle. I'm killing myself internally and mentally doing that. Like, because what you don't realize is stress and hurt eats on you. Whatever you don't deal with, it's going to show up in your face. It's going to show up in your everyday life. Because you're going to start treating yourself how you feel about yourself. And if I could tell you guys anything, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your parents. You don't let nobody treat you like you don't know who you are. Sometimes we forget and we give people the upper hand. But you don't forget to the point where you feel like you lose you. Let me tell you something. I know you guys hear this too often, but if a relationship, a partnership, a friendship costs you your mind, your peace of mind, it's too expensive. It's too expensive. I know a lot of y'all like be like, how can you tell me about this, that, and the third? I'm not going to speak on what I'm doing behind the scenes. Just know I'm not going to always be in the situation. I speak to you guys because I know there's women who are actively going through it. And if I could speak to you while I'm actively going through it so that I can change some of you guys' perspective and let you guys know that there is hope at the end of that tunnel, I want to do so. And no, by me telling my story, I'm not trying to make anybody like look a certain way. I'm tired of hearing, oh, like that's your personal, it shouldn't be on your socials, this, that, and the third. Like, What y'all don't realize is there's so many women that deal with this and make it seem like they're in the happiest of the happiest relationships. And they don't know that they're being manipulated. They don't know that they're being emotionally abused. They don't know. Because nobody's ever sat down and told them. Or because they constantly was dealing with that with family that they thought that that was normal. So that when you go out and you start dating, you tell men, yeah, that's what I'm used to. And they give you exactly what you're used to. Or if you're anything like myself, at one point in time, you start to become the pick-me girl, and you just need to be validated by a man so badly that you would take anything. It's okay to be the girl that's not okay with things, y'all. Y'all be trying to be down. I used to be wanting to be the same way. Y'all be trying to be down, and look where being down gets you. The girl that tries to be down never wins. Never wins. And then if you feel like somebody's playing with y'all, like seriously, trust your first mind. Stop letting yourself gaslight yourself. Stop letting other people gaslight yourself into thinking like, no, it's not that big of a deal. If you felt that shit the first time, it was for a reason. I don't know if y'all see, but I did a butterfly on my lips today. Like you see it? When I close my mouth, you see it. But I'm getting better with my makeup and I'm enjoying it. Y'all, I didn't do nothing special. I'm just learning how to finesse my makeup, that's all. I told you guys I'm gonna do some tutorials soon. Like, I naturally am realizing I've talked with this like sass to me, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I learned that I had to grow up being around like certain people who like necessarily didn't talk to me in such a respectful way. So now I subconsciously just kind of like do it as like a protective mechanism, and it's like I want to get out of that. I want to stop feeling like I gotta protect myself. I want to heal. I want to also teach you guys, but I also want to give you guys the rule book so that you guys have the strength to do this on your own. Because one thing's for sure, two things for certain. Like, I want to be like that person that is understanding, that's empathetic, but empathy could only go to a certain extent. You gotta do that work for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you can't look at somebody else and rely on them to give you constant, like, you know, strength. Because, like, if that's the case, what's gonna happen when they disappear? Like, they could disappear from your life today or tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, I wanna, like, the reason why I do a lot of these talks is because I really want to talk to people to, like, give them that strength and that reassurance, like, because sometimes we sit in our heads. Sometimes people don't post content like this because they know people gonna do them in. I don't care. I'm that person. I'm gonna post it. Listen. Like I said before, like I felt like I lost everything already. I had to restart. Like, it's nothing I have to lose. So I'm gonna say what I have to say, and like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't feel like I could lose from here. You know what I mean? Like, it's no losing from here. You can only go up from here. And that's what I tell myself. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, you can't break me. I already went through situations that were sent to destroy me. I'm talking about my whole entire being. Nothing can break me. No one can. I'm starting to realize my power. And now that I'm taking it back, people are starting to get really angry. I didn't realize how powerful I was until I started to actually take it back. Sometimes you don't need to feed into certain things, you know what I mean? Like, I know for a lot of you guys, like, I'm not just talking about relationships. Like, people be like sometimes people be like, why is the relationships all you care about? Because sometimes what people don't understand is your friends be all you got. Sometimes that partner that may not treat you the best may be telling you that they all you got. So now you believe in that. And that's what y'all don't understand. That abuse sometimes be silent. And some people don't even know that they're being abused until they actually have the courage to come out and say it. And a lot of people don't have the courage to come out and say it because a lot of people will question them. They won't believe them. They'll question their abuser and ask them that they do it, knowing that the person has these tendencies. It's like asking a serial killer, did you kill these people? Knowing that they had the heart to kill. Be so for real. I don't know, like, I'm just fed up with my own bullshit, but I'm fed up with other people's too. Like, another thing that I'm learning about healing as well is like, when you're on your healing journey, you're not judging other people. Like, you're not judging their life. You don't got time. You know what I mean? Like, so many people send me that energy and they still smile in my face and think I don't feel that. I'm sorry, like, I can't shut up about it because it's like, that shit is so annoying. Like, get your life. Get away from me. I'm talking about social media, gang stalking. I'm talking about all of that. And when you put all of that together, that's enough to push a person over the edge. That's why I say the silent abuses is things that people don't talk about, because whether you're a male or a female, when you do talk about it, people try to make it seem like you're weak. I'm not weak. I'm just addressing the issue. I don't know, guys. I need you guys to stay prayed up. Domestic abuse is starting to be taken as a joke, guys, and I get it. People go back. I'm telling you, until you've been in that situation where you're up with a person and they're telling you everything you want to hear, and you feel it too. It's like, it's not that, oh, like they're just telling me this. I feel it. But something's still off. I can't explain what's going on. It's still off. But then they coming back to you and it's like they're telling you that you're not worthy, or they're doing this or they're doing that, and it's just like, but you were just saying this the other day. You don't get, like, stuff like that reprograms your brain and it shrinks your brain. So you're wondering why you're losing your memory. You're wondering why you stuttering, or you're not feeling so confident. It's because the people that are doing these things to you are literally taking your energy, siphoning it, and using it for their own, and making you think that there's something wrong with you so that they can keep doing these things. Because why else would they do it? These do not steal from empty vaults. See, I don't want to talk to y'all about no bullshit. I want to talk to y'all about the shit that we really need to talk about. The world is damn near. I ain't even gonna say that because I don't want to scare y'all. I don't want to, put that out there. But how much time do y'all really think we have to sit there and lollygag and be worried about who got on the right shoes, who got on the right bag, who got on the right Fendi and all of this? Like, who cares? Who cares? I don't care how pretty you are. How is your mental? How is your mental? Because one thing's for sure, two things for certain. I used to be that person that I was working on my outer beauty before I was working on my inner beauty, because I was like, as long as I can distract myself, whether it be from what's going on at home, this is before I got into a relationship, whether it be what's going on at home, whether it be going on outside of my home, I'm going to distract myself. So high maintenance and looking high maintenance was always my thing, because I always was dealing with that. So getting into a situation where I'm able to really truly take back my power and really understand, I need to understand that in order to set yourself free from certain things, from certain people, you have to set your mind free. In order to do that, you have to stop imprisoning yourself to think that what's going on is actually what's going on. Everything when you're dealing with certain situations, that's all I'm gonna say, is premeditated, and it is made and pre-orchestrated for you to think that something's wrong with you, when in reality it's nothing wrong with you. Half of the time it's projection, and you'll know if it's projection because of how a person lives. I'm telling you, you'll know if people are projecting on you based off of how they live, or what they say to you and about you. Sometimes you can't hear the conversations that they say when you're not around, but you can feel what they don't say in between what they actually are saying. And another thing to the people that are out there that's like, y'all just gotta start choosing better men. What you don't realize is, Miss Sweets, I don't care how good of a man this person could be on the outside, how good of a woman they could be on the outside. People still have parts of you that they don't really show. Nobody shows 100% of themselves in the beginning. Even if the shit and that's another thing, because y'all be quick to be like, well, why don't y'all give it time instead of rush it? Sometimes you can wait 3 years and not find out who a person is till 10 years later after the 3 years that you waited. You know how many people you hear where in the beginning of the story with someone, whether it be a friend or a partner, they're like, this person did not start off this way. It wasn't always like this. For years we had this, we had that. Yeah, there were red flags, but who doesn't have red flags? You know what I mean? Like, every person will literally sound like they're having the same story, because the red flags always seem minor. It was always somebody else's fault in the beginning. They never did anything. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Like, and that's another thing that I had to realize. Like, I was struggling for a long time with covert narcissism because I had to learn how to deal with someone very close to me that were like that. And let me tell you something. You have to have some type of narcissism to deal with people like this, because you will wreck your brain, especially if you're not wired like this, trying to figure out how to get out of certain traps, certain situations, etc. Not even realize who they were sent by and why they were put there. It's scary because sometimes we're sleeping with the enemy and we don't even know. And yes, that may be laughable to some people, but it's real. It's real. It may not be a story now. You may not understand it now. But it may be a day where you have to, whether it be you, whether it be your child, whether it be somebody close to you. And it's kind of funny because people pick and choose who they want to bully for certain things that they go through. Y'all pick and choose. For example, Nicki Minaj came out and said to you guys about her parents and how, you know, certain things that she had to deal with, certain abusive relationships that she was in. You guys didn't give her half the help. I'm not saying she didn't have hate trains, because a lot of celebrities had hate trains. But y'all didn't give her as much hate as y'all gave Krishan, this, that, and the third. And I get it. Like, some people gonna argue, well, she didn't put her shit in the media, but she still told you about it. Y'all still get on people's cases just for telling y'all, like, the shit that they go through, or the things that they were dumb enough to stand there and deal with. And it's like, but do y'all not realize that half of the people that's judging, like, y'all are going through the exact same thing, whether it's right now or whether you already went through it? You just got through your situation and you didn't tell nobody about it. That's the only difference. I'm choosing to tell people because I want other people to understand who are in these situations, who may feel like they don't have nobody, who may feel like they're not strong enough. When they come into contact with me, I want them to feel like they're at home. I want them to feel like, you know, finally somebody gets me. I could let my hair down because I have that space, safe space to do so. That's pretty much it, because I'm really tired. I might come see you guys later on tonight and record another video, because like I told y'all, get on y'all Zoom and don't get off y'all Zoom. Y'all be surprised how many people don't want to see y'all get on y'all Zoom. The same people that's pretending they don't see you, they see you, and they dying for you not to get on that Zoom. Get on your Zoom. Sprinkle. Matter of fact, instead of sprinkle, because I'm noticing that a lot of people are going with her own thing, because I love me some Shira. She's gonna always give. See, that's what I mean. It's okay to do stuff like that and then give the person their credit. But if you're doing stuff like that and then going about your day and just like kind of like not doing that, it's like that's where the problem starts. Because it's like, now you then have people, if they don't know who Shira is, they'll think that you came up with that, and they'll be like, oh, I heard this from the real down the core, Roxanne, I heard this from Roxanne, and she said this, that, and the third, and the whole time it was this person that said it originally. I think my next video is going to be signs to know when you're dealing with like, y'all know where I'm getting at with that. Like, signs to know when you're dealing with people you shouldn't be. I'm not gonna give y'all the basic red flags either. I'm not. Because the basic red flags, everybody knows those. I'm gonna give y'all the things that is gonna grind people's gears who use manipulation tactics. It's gonna grind people's gears for the people that literally have people like kind of like under their spell to the point where it's like they know they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing, as far as like keeping you tagged along, even if they know they don't like you for real, even if they feel like, you know, malice in their heart towards you. Like, you have people out there like that, so don't think you don't. And for my ladies, protect yourselves. Protect yourselves sexually. I don't care how long you've known people. Protect yourself. I'm not joking. I don't care if you feel like you've been meant to. I don't care if you feel like you've been with a person since fucking you were born. Protect yourself, because you don't know what's going on, and it's a lot of things out here. And some of the things I didn't for y'all that share, like, you know how like when you got on jeans and you like, my body just slid down. Anyway, you know how like when you were like, I forgot what I was saying, but I don't know. It's so many things, y'all. It's so many manipulation tactics and things that people say and use that you will really, I'm telling you. That's why I said it's like, I only want to give y'all, like, I feel like the parts that people don't speak on. Like, and I'm going to give y'all, like, some personal, like, story times in between. Not too personal, because, you know, but, because I'm still healing. But one day I'm going to come to y'all and I'm going to give y'all the full story. But today is not that day.